This break is brought to you by Audible. For a free 30-day trial and a free audiobook, head over to audible.com/gamebreaker. Hi guys, my name's Olivia Grace and I'm back again to talk to you about another chat bubble topic. Today we're considering how those around you respond to your gaming. Now, part of this is going to always depend on the people who are around you. If you live at home with family, it's a kind of, I suppose, a relative likelihood that not your entire family are going to be gamers. If your entire family are gamers, by the way, I'm kind of jealous of that. Well done. But if the people around you are gamers too, then they're going to react quite differently to your gaming to other people, to perhaps family, perhaps older relatives who aren't necessarily into gaming themselves, and maybe even don't really understand what it's all about. So I'm kind of interested to hear about that from you guys. Are the people around you into gaming? Have you been lucky enough to find a boyfriend, girlfriend, or other partner who is into gaming? And if so, how does that affect you? How does that affect their opinions of your gaming? Do they think you spend too much time gaming? Do they think you spend too little time gaming? And I'm particularly interested to hear if anyone is being affected by the recent media coverage of violent games, which has been associated with various tragedies recently in the US. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of coverage of violent games affecting people and making them violent in reality. And everyone has a right to their own opinion. My opinion is I don't really buy into that theory that much. I think there are other bigger things in the world affecting people than computer games. I think most people, although I wouldn't go as far as saying all people, because that would be quite the generalization, I think most people are able to draw the line between computer games and reality. That's just my opinion, but I'd be interested to hear if anyone has been having any problems, having any people talking to them in a negative way about their gaming since this media coverage began. I'm really interested to hear that about your experiences, excuse me. My experiences, basically, well, we don't really have that same media coverage at the moment here in the UK, so that's something. But I guess my experience is that my friends and family thought it was pretty cool when I played games as a kid. I always had played games together with my brother. We had consoles which were shared. We're only 18 months apart in age, so we always had sort of shared stuff. So we had an Amiga 500, an Amiga 1200, we had an Atari, we had a Super NES. I'm trying to remember, my God. We had a Nintendo 64, we had a GameCube, we had a PlayStation 1, we had the first Xbox. I can't remember what came after that, but anyway, we've had a lot of consoles, and recently, you know, I'm still very into my gaming. My brother's very busy, so less so, but he still has a PlayStation 3 and I still have both of them and a Wii. In fact, he has a Wii as well. There you go. We don't play co-op. I really want to play co-op with my brother, but anyhow, my family and friends became a little bit more, I wouldn't say unhappy, I think concerned would be the right word, with my gaming when I started to play quite a lot of games, particularly World of Warcraft, because I started playing World of Warcraft when I was on a thing called gardening leave, which is basically when you get made redundant from a job, and then you don't steal the company's secrets and take them to another company, they put you on a paid holiday for a period of time, basically. You're not allowed to work for anyone else. So whilst I was doing that, it was all great fun in the summer, but then in the winter I got bored, so I started playing World of Warcraft. And here I am. So that was when they started to get a little bit more concerned, because I was spending a heck of a lot of time playing World of Warcraft. So they were starting to worry. My family are all into aviation, so they're very outdoorsy types. So they were sort of, you know, their line of thinking is, oh, you should be outside. It's good for you to be outside. And they were starting to get concerned when I was spending all my days indoors in a fantasy world killing dragons on the internet, which is a perfectly reasonable response. But they're slowly coming around to the idea that I've kind of turned that hobby into a profession, and I've kind of become a professional geek. Such is life. So I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say on this. How do those people around you respond to gaming? Does it depend on what their kind of opinion on gaming is? I'm particularly interested to know if anyone has been affected by the recent media coverage of violent games associated with these tragedies in the United States. Do leave a comment in the article below. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say on this. And as always, keep it locked and dialed to Gamebreaker TV for all your gaming needs.